She tried smoking less, but still smoking. She just started smoking again, you know, because she still had the taste for it. So when she just said, no more, not even one, that's cold turkey. Okay, face the music. So accept the consequences is the best translation, or face reality, or face punishment. If someone steals a car and the police arrest them, then they have to go to court to decide what's going to happen to them. They have to face the music for stealing that car. And if I've got something I have to do but I don't want to do, when I realize that I have to do it whether I want to or not, that means I have to face the music and just do it.
Teacher number 6. What is the meaning of tolerance?
Talent?
What's the meaning of number 6?
It's if you could do something in the past and then you can't do it anymore because you don't think you'll do it well, that's to lose your ability, lose your touch. So in the example that I have, since my children are grown, I've lost my touch with toddlers. That's a baby who is more than a year old. That's a toddler. And it's usually they're crawling and not walking. But when my children were grown, I was very used to, I'm sorry, when my children were toddlers, I was very used to taking care of toddlers. Now, when I see a child climbing on something, a little child climbing on something, I get nervous because I'm afraid they're going to fall off. When my son, who fell down all the time, when he fell down, it didn't upset me as much.
A young child who is just beginning to walk.
It's
a toddler.
And it's because they're... But we actually would refer to any child around the age of 1. We stopped calling them, well, they can still be called babies, but we start calling them toddlers around the age of 1. It's probably not as precise as the dictionary is. So anyway, with the, yeah, did I explain lost my touch? Means I'm not comfortable with doing something because I don't think I can do it anymore. Okay, number 11, on the ball. Means you understand very quickly, you're well prepared, or you reacted quickly. If someone in this class stops breathing and falls on the ground, someone else runs over to help them and is able to take care of them, they're on the ball, meaning you reacted quickly and you did the right thing. If you come into class and you're doing everything right, you're on the ball.
Can understand when teacher try to explain. Can understand really quickly.
Yes. Yes. That's on the ball. Ring a bell. It means to remind someone of something. Okay, I can't remember someone's name. I ask someone else. They don't know exactly, but they say, you know, how about Anna? Does that ring a bell? Meaning, does that remind you of what you're trying to think of? Rule of thumb. This comes from, I think they used to estimate distance by looking at the thumb. So you can see the thumb up close, and I can see that camera back there. I think that's someone who has good sense of distance can kind of say, okay, that's 5 yards, 5 meters away from me. This is where this came from, but it just means to estimate. It's not meant to be, you know, if I say it's about 10 meters long. I'd say by rule of thumb, I'd say it's about 10 meters long. Means I don't know for sure exactly how it is, but I'm guessing. Also, it would be very proper to say pronouncing and spelling English rules. I'm sorry, pronouncing English words. Rule of thumb is if there's an E at the end, the vowel next to it is long. That means most of the time. It means there could be exceptions. Under the weather, sick or ill? Under the weather, yeah. To blow off steam is to do something to get rid of stress. Look like $1 million or $1 million means you look especially good. And cut to the chase. When someone is explaining something and they take too long, you want them to just tell you what's important. That's called cutting to the chase. To get over something. The example was, has she gotten over the death of her dog yet? Or has he gotten over his cold? It means to feel better. We say to get over a disease is to feel better. And finally, keep means don't be discouraged. And so English is hard to learn, so you have to keep your chin up when you make mistakes. So what that's saying is, if you make a mistake in class, forget about it and try again. Don't be discouraged. Okay, we'll do this last little bit, and that is ways to say thank you. So thanks, everybody knows that. That is perhaps the most common. Thanks a lot means thank you very much. Thank you is the alternative for thanks. Thank you very much means, you know, a lot. Thank you so much means the same thing, a lot. Or thank you for this toy. So you say thank you for, and then whatever someone has done. Thank you for paying attention in class. Thank you for this bottle of water.
Thank you for your kindness to come to teach us.
You can say that, yes. And then this, thank you kindly. I think you'll only hear that in the US in areas where there is a farm. And it will be said by older people, thank you kindly. I have not heard a person, even my age, say thank you kindly, but when I moved to an area where there's no city, I heard older people saying thank you kindly. Then I can't thank you enough. I don't know how to thank you. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't know how to say thank you, but it means you've done me a favor and I can't do enough to repay that. Okay? I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate this gift. They're all thank you. And what you say when someone says thank you is you're welcome. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. No?
Never mind.
Impolite.
It's just not so polite. You'll probably hear it, but it's better to say you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, meaning you